I don't know if this is working or not. I don't see anything over there. Shows that I'm streaming. Says I have excellent connection, but I'm not seeing anything showing up anywhere. Oh, you know why? Maybe I'm on the wrong one. Oh, I was. I was on tonight's stream preview. Okay, Mr. Doug Betts. I know you had it set up. I was just giving you a hard time. So, going to jump right into it today. I'm going to give two shout outs Darren Gilholm, Tony Wallow. Good to see you guys. And I'm going to go ahead and kill this screen right here. That just shows you guys that I do watch Doug, obviously. Don't pay attention half the time, but I do watch him. So now it should come up to blue screen. I've been busy for the better part of an hour and a half. And this is what I've been doing. I started out with, first of all, let's get rid of these icons. We don't need those, I don't think. Secondly, let's bring up my Davinci Resolve, completed project, daily Davinci's, and as you can see, there are 1, 2, 3, 4 mistakes, horribly not working at all. Mistakes, just not going well at all. But the one I want to focus on that I think is still here, at least I thought I put it in here, was right here. Daily Davinci first video edit. So I'm going to go ahead and play that. And I don't know if there's audio or not. Hopefully there is. Speedy C Long Dog. Good to see you guys. Someone give me an audio check, please, before I get started. Oh, well, we'll just see what happens. So let's go ahead and start this.
Hey, this is the fourth rendition or edition or test, whatever you want to call it. There she is. Say hi, Mrs. K. Hi, Mrs. K. Okay, thank you.
So that was the first cut, attempt, whatever you want to call it. And you can see the music plays a little longer, so that's why it's a black screen. I've kind of got an idea of what I want to do there. There's about 2 things I can do on that. So I'll bring up Davinci Resolve, and this right here is what produces or makes that video. There's 2 things I need to work on. One, I need to lower the volume on the video itself. It's just too loud. I did that a while ago in VLC just by turning the volume down, but it's still full volume in here. I have no clue how to do that. I'm going to guess it has something to do with you go to the actual audio track itself, and then probably right here where it says volume, you just lower it down. And if we hit play now,
Hey, this is the fourth rendition or addition or test, whatever you want to call it. And
you can't even
here
hear
she
it.
is. Say hi,
So I'm going
Mrs.
to
K.
go ahead while this is playing.
Mrs. K. Okay, thank you.
Right. So if I lower this down, I just want it barely in the background. And I'll adjust that and play with it as I go on. So that's the first thing I want to do. By the way, this is actually about the fifth thing. I want to put something on the road. Just for today, I threw that on there just to see how it would look. And it's not what I want, but it gives me an idea of what I can do. So we're going to start completely all over. I'm going to go ahead and just save this as it is by closing out Davinci. I'm going to go look at if I delete the audio track, it probably would be completely gone. I'm 99% sure what I just did will fix it. If I go back in there and check that, which I will later on. Now, that music was from what Sean Gallagher pointed us to the other day that is supposedly copyright free. We will find out if I don't get any copyright violations tonight or today. So I'm going to reopen Davinci. In doing this, there was about 4 or 5 or 6 things I came upon, ideas and whatnot, that I want to do this. So I'm going to go untitled project. I ain't going to mess with the settings. I'm going to go import media. I'm going to go find what I want, which is over here on my D drive. It's not in Davinci logos. It is in Davinci. No, actually, it's not in Davinci. I'm wrong. It is actually in iPhone videos right here. I'm going to open up iPhone videos, and then I'm going to go grab, I think it's 19. So I'm going to show you guys the difference in how it started. Yeah, sure, we're going to change the frame rate. Of course we are. Now, again, I'm in the cut page. I want to be in the edit page. I'm going to drag this down, and it brings in everything. So now you can see this is considerably longer at 3 minutes and 10 seconds than the finished product, because what I did is I went in and I said, okay, at what point in time do we want to speed this up? Okay, about right there. Speed it up. At what point in time do we want to get rid of a section? Okay, about right there. So I just chopped it, cut it, and did that, and this, that, and the other to make the effects. Now, what I didn't know was
Hey, this is
this.
the fourth rendition or addition or test, whatever you want to call it.
I should speed this up a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to stop right there. Me and my infinite wisdom and thinking, I say, hello, Mrs. K. I thought it would be kind of funny ish, kind of, sort of, if I would take a text and put it in here and go to the text, turn on the caps. And I apologize to some people earlier today. I was making comments. I forgot I had left my caps on, and I'm just going to put Mrs. K. I'm going to change the color. It doesn't really make any difference at this point in time. We'll just go with blue. We'll say okay. And then I'm going to change the size a little bit. But I can't, again, I can do all this. I have no idea what I'm doing. I really don't. Because I don't have the playhead over it. So I can either move this to the playhead, or in this case, it'd be smarter to move the playhead where I want it. Which, as you can see in the video, it doesn't correspond. So that's fine. So we're going to put the playhead back to where we want, which was
Normal video.
And I'm just using the right arrow key.
Cool thing about this is,
Apparently I went past it. So I'll hit the
this is
space
the
bar, let it
fourth
play. I should pay attention to
rendition
these
or
numbers right
edition
here.
or test, whatever you want to call it.
And then I can do this. Okay, so there, I want to
She
stop
is.
that right there. I want this to show up right here. Now I can make my changes and do what I want. Well, I'm going to make the size a little bit bigger. And I'm going to change the font. I'm just going to grab one that looks all right. You can track it out. These are just all little simple things you can do. And if you make a mistake, let's say you get there, oh, that's horrible, just hit this dot right here, puts it back to normal. Now I want to move it. I don't like it where it's at. So to do that, you go to Layout, you go to the center, just X, Y. This is X, and this is Y. Now, I'm eventually going to figure out how to put an arrow in here, but I've got some arguments going on with myself on how, if I want to do that or not. So I think I like it right there, and I'm going to put it maybe right there. I'll go back to the text and change the font to that one. I like that one a little bit better. That one stands out a little bit better than the other one, and we'll just adjust it. And like everything else in here, you can do all kind of crazy stuff. I can actually keyframe this to where it would go wah wah wah, but I don't necessarily know that I want to do that. So for right now, we're going to leave it like that. And we'll go back and we'll hit play.
This is the fourth rendition or edition or test, whatever you want to call it. And there she is. Say hi, Mrs. K.
So that's a little bit off. I think this actually needs to show up. Excuse me, I'm not as quick as Doug to kill my mic. I think this actually needs to show up at 8.13. So I'm going to grab this and put it back to 8.13. Then I'm going to scrub through this. Hit play.
This is the fourth rendition or edition or test, whatever you want to call it. And there she is.
It didn't work that time. The first time it actually pans in and then goes away as you saw in the other one. And all I did was add the text note. I did not keyframe it. I did not, nothing. It just did it. So now that, I don't like that being there like that. So I'm going to grab this. I'm going to change the duration from 15 seconds and I'm going to make it about, I don't know, let's go with 7 seconds. Have no clue. Now we'll hit play. Chris Garrett, Rick Lakes, Tony Wallow, Long Dog, Darren Gilholm, Speedy C. Good morning or afternoon to you gentlemen, whichever applies, and I didn't get to see what I was looking for. So I'm going to grab this and go back.
There she is.
Yeah, that's okay. I like the other one better, how it pans in, and then that should still go away. So 7 seconds is still a bit long. So I'm going to go back in here, and I'm going to change the duration one more time. And I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this because I've already got it, basically. So now we'll go back to here and go back 2 frames. I'll hit play.
There she is. Say hi, Mrs. K. Hi, Mrs. K.
That's okay. Probably 4.5 seconds, but that's fine. Okay, so that covers that. So again, I went in here now about right here, and I want to speed this up. So to speed it up, you take the razor blade and you mark your point where you want to speed it up. I want to speed it up there, and I want to cut out about that much. Take the razor blade, or turn the razor blade off, grab the razor blade again, go down there, mark it right there. I should have got it. I should have 2 marks now, and I don't. Why didn't I have the second mark? Now I do. Go back to here, and I'm going to fast forward this area right in here. So how do you do that? Well, you right click it, and you go up here to Retime Controls, and it automatically pops up to retime control. So I control Z that out. I'm going to go ahead and do it again. I'm going to do it from right, I don't know, right there's fine. And let's go to right there. Go back to here. Right click. Retime controls. And you can see it's got your speed in there. Hit the arrow down. Go down to change speed and pick the speed you want. I'm going to go 400%. I'm going to off click on that. I'm going to grab these and bring them back. So this is how I shrunk it down from the 3 minute to whatever it is. I think it's 2 minutes and something. So if we hit play.
This is the fourth rendition or addition or test, whatever you want to call it. And there she is. Say hi, Mrs. K. Hi, Mrs. K. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. So this is normal video.
So my editing's a little off on where I wanted it. I should have backed that up a little bit more, but that's fine. Here in a minute, it should go really fast at 400% or 400 times speed. And it does. But there's a problem with this. Nobody can understand a word that I'm saying. Good. I actually am helping Rick on something he had already considered anyway. And then at this point in time, it slows back down to normal speed. So cool. That accomplishes that. So you're asking yourself, well, right here, from here to here, you got all that jibber jabbish in there. How do you get rid of that? Well, it's real simple. Unlink the selections. Go to the section that you fast forward, grab it, and get it out of the way. Now when you play this, and I'm not going to play it from there, now when you play this, it's just the video. Okay? So that's cool. And that was relatively simple. Oh, by the way, all this is all from memory, if you will, and experimentation. So I'm going to get rid of this. I don't need it. It's gone. Completely gone. Now, I'm also working on overdubbing because I thought it would be cool if I could go in there and put something nonsensical in here, whatever. It was just a thought, and I've done 3 things on that, but I'm not going to get into that today. We're at 17 minutes. So I'm going to go back to the media pool, correct the audio, excuse me, and let me actually do this real quick. Bring this one up. Get rid of the desktop icons again. Make this full screen. Go to glass brick. Oh, cool. So, and it tells you right here, video 1 is this track, and audio 1 is this track. But yes, green, audio, blue, video. So, and you'll notice over here, when you bring up an audio track, it changes the inspector to what you're on because it's looking for audio and it's not there. If I go back over there, then I can change it to video and or audio. Doggone, I hate it when I do that. Right here, because it's trying to find it. So let's put something in that place. We're going to go back to the media pool. We're going to go get some media. We're going to go to the D drive. We're just going to go to music. We're just going to grab anything. And since I'm going out live over the internet, YouTube, I do not want to grab anything that could be copyrighted. So I'll grab something out of here. I have no clue what this is. So let's find out what it is first. And you'll notice where that puts that. You cannot put it in the video track. It knows it's audio, so it's going to automatically put it down there in audio. So I'm going to throw it right there. We're going to come over here. Okay, that's cool. For what I'm doing here, that's cool. I can live with this. So I'm going to now grab this and put it right here. Now, when I play this, this is how I have the entire clip having audio because I put it from the beginning to here. And then
Hey,
if I
this is
play
the
this,
fourth rendition or addition or test, whatever you want to call it. And there she is. Say hi, Mrs. K. Hi, Mrs. K. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. So this is normal video. One thing about this,
and as you can see now, there's no body talking, but we still have noise in the background or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. And I could adjust the volumes up here as we demonstrated a while ago, but just for right now I'm not going to. And when it gets to the end, it will continue without music. If I wanted to extend the music, then I can stop this, take the playhead, grab the end of this, and take it where I want, which is probably easier to do it from here. Or I can just, why that's not letting me do that. Can change the clip duration. I'm just going to add, I don't know, 15 seconds maybe. I'll just add 10 seconds. Let's see what that does. Oh, because I have glass brick on, when I hit the keypad number 1, it does that. So now I'll hit 1, 2 minutes and 16 seconds. I'll change it. Still not quite long enough. Clip duration. I don't know. Let's go 46. Oh, it didn't change it. That's interesting. So arrow this over. Get rid of that. I'm going to go 46 seconds. I'm going to hit change. It's not changing it. That's weird. So anyway, get that back to normal. I'll figure that out later because I've not ever messed around with that. What I was thinking about doing it, can you play the audio on a different track than play the audio at normal speed? Can you put the audio on a different track then play audio at normal speed? Yeah, I think if I understand your question correctly, it already is. It's going to play this audio right here, the first audio track at normal speed, as well as this one. So if we hit play,
this is the fourth
and turn it up,
rendition or addition or test,
all that's normal.
And there she is. Say hi, Mrs. K. Hi, Mrs.
So now let's see if we cannot adjust one of these speeds. So we'll go do this, and we'll grab that. We'll grab that. We'll go back to here. We'll right click in here. We'll change. We won't do it that way. That's not. We'll right click. I want to retime this. If you can retime video, you ought to be able to retime audio, I would think. Is it cut? Sure, it's cut. I'm not seeing retime though. I just moved it out of the way. I wanted to see if I truly did cut it. Boy, I wish I had to practice this before I started. Chris, you're funny. So why can't I change this? I guess it's in speed here. So this is 100%. We're just going to make this 200%. That's close enough. We'll hit change, and it did change it because that reduced. So I'm actually going to change this to, so in audio apparently it's change clip speed, and we're going to go with some 400% just to see what it sounds like. We'll hit change, and again it cranks it down. We'll come back to here. All right, I'm going to hit play.
Whatever you want to call it. And there she is. Say hi, Mrs. K.
So yes.
This is the video. One thing about
short answer to Speedy C's question is, can you put the audio at a different track than play it at normal speed? You can alter the audio, but as you can see, I would actually have to go into this one here and lower the volume, so I can mute this one so I can't hear it at all right now. It's not going to play at all. So now I can hit play. At the same time, I want to play with the audio up here. So I'm going to go ahead and move this back a little bit. Because a question that comes to my mind is, can I now do audio at different volume levels at different points in the audio? Not sure. We're going to find out. I'll hit play. I'm going to say you probably cannot. So I'm going to leave that one like that. I like that volume. It's kind of got a good level there. I'm going to unmute this one. I'm going to hit play, and hopefully the vocal will come through.
Hi, Mrs. K. Okay, thank you. Appreciate that. So this is normal video. Now the cool
And
thing
yes,
about
the audio from the music
I'll
is
teach Mrs. K how to
slightly
zoom this
lower.
thing, 'cause I just zoomed it to 2.4 times, and it's real.
Yeah, Rick, the music thing was just so that I had some kind of background noise. I stand corrected. I just learned something. Slow down the music or slow down the fast forwarding. There's two things going on here. I've got music that's sped up, and I've got a video that's sped up. I can slow both of them down. I just did that because it's a long video and I didn't want to bore people. But I just learned, yes, you can actually effectively change the audio, because this audio is a whole lot louder than that audio. There's probably is audio volume leveling. I honestly don't know. I just started messing with this morning. It was just a thought that I had. I thought I want to try to get more productive as opposed to explaining the different features. And I'm kind of doing both at the same time. Looks like you can change your pitch on the there. There's an equalizer here. I'll mess with that later. So how I put the effect at the end was the same way. I came over here and I got it to right there, and I went back to the effects. I grabbed the text node, text plus node, and I put it up here, went into the text node, got to where I could see it, and I just put in there welcome Mrs. K. Change the color by going over here and grabbing the same color as over here, which is, you have to go to the text, click on the color, right click, Control C, hit OK, go back to this one, get rid of that, Control V, same color text, everything's good to go. And then I took this, put it where I wanted it, and I put the text where I wanted it, and I think I can bring it. That's fine. So this obviously is not in a good spot. So we'll go ahead and scrub through this a little bit. I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to move the layout up to right there. I'm going to move it up to right here. I'm going to change the size just a little bit. I'm going to go back to text. I got to get rid of that pop-up. Tracking looks fine. Line spacing looks fine. Size is fine. I'm going to go back over here to layout, and I'm going to move it over to right here. Now, blue's not the best color for that. Now, what I could do is I could actually keyframe this here to start there and move down there. And I may have inadvertently did that a while ago because it actually did it on its own. I probably did it without knowing it because it actually moves from here to here. So as we go over here, in fact, I think I did keyframe it inadvertently. And then we're just going to bring this down right here like that. That's how I did that. And if it keyframed itself, cool. If it didn't, that's cool too. So now that's in the wrong spot. I'm going to grab this and I'm just going to move it. I'll hit play. I'm going to have to figure out how I did that earlier today because I actually like that a lot better. I really do like the fact that
Hey, this is the fourth
I like this.
rendition or addition or test, whatever you want to call it. There she is. Say hi, Mrs. K.
See how that Mrs. K comes in like that? I like that effect. And then now, obviously the music. I cut out my audio, so I put something back in. And I'll go ahead and speed this up. So as you come around the corner, and again, I'll go back into Davinci and look at how I did that. I don't think I keyframed. In fact, I know I didn't intentionally keyframe it. It might have done it accidentally. I don't know. There's just a lot going on. So I want to cancel that just yet. I don't necessarily need this project saved. I've got enough going on. So Blackwatch says, thank you so much for your daily Captain Crunch series. Hey, no problem. I'll go back and catch up on all. That is the one thing with Doug I do. Boy, that sounds terrible. That I am following in is to keep this running up active so I can go back and look at chat later. If there's something worth addressing tomorrow, I'll put it on a notepad and address it. So we're right at 33 minutes, a little longer than I wanted to be. I'm going to go ahead and end it. If you like what you see, comment below. If you have suggestions or ideas, comment below. If you want to see me screw something up, comment below. Thumbs up helps me, or so they say. Don't know. We'll see. Thank you so much for being here. See you tonight on tonight's nightly stream. And I'll see you tomorrow on Daily Davinci when who knows what I'll do next. Bye, guys. See you later.